What's up, YouTube? In my raspy voice, this is unapologetically real, coming to y'all live. What's good, y'all? Today was a good day. I actually have to say that today was a great freaking day. My feet hit the floor. I got to spend the day with my son and my grandson. They're my babies. Say hey, Funky.
Hey everybody.
That's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby. Anyhow, yo. But yeah, today was a good day. Um, Lately I've been talking about, addiction and stuff like that. You know, um, I don't know if anybody know my story, but I hope you do. If you don't, I spent 25 years in addiction, back and forth. Uh, which means like, obviously I wasn't a good parent, you know. Um, but you gotta understand too, I also have my child at 14. So I was just sitting here thinking, you know, uh, being a young mother and being in addiction, um, how did that affect my kid? How did it affect him then, or how did it affect him, and how it affects him now? And the best way to answer that question is to ask him himself. Right, Pumpkin? I'm at Rashad. I'm sorry, baby. So, I'm going to ask Rashad. Rashad,
Yes.
hi, baby.
Hey mom.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Anyhow, I want to ask you. Like, I want you to be completely honest.
Okay.
Okay. So, as a mother, you growing up, I know I had you at very young, but how do you feel it was with me as a mom?
Um, you mean now or before?
No, before.
Before, you know, you had me at a young age.
Oh yeah, I know that.
You weren't there, and I didn't have you or my dad there. So, all I had was my grandparents, and I didn't, any siblings. So I was sort of like the outcast because, as your sister and them had their kids, and once again, he had her kids,
Okay.
and I was just the only one that was left out. I was in one big house, so I was sort of like the outcast. That empty part out because as a kid growing up, everybody wants their parents around, and you see other
Mhm.
kids with their parents, and you just don't have your parents. So
So all the material, like even if like all the materialistic things, because you're spoiled rotten, we all know that to this day. But that still couldn't fill the void of a missing parent.
no, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I was spoiled, but then again, I was spoiled, but I also was missing my parents.
Mhm. And when I did come around, even then,
And when you came around, I was always excited because I had my mom.
okay,
But then again, it wasn't long,
okay,
and then my dad being in and out,
all right.
and car being in and out of incarceration, and I'd see him one time, and then I'll see him ever again, and be seeing you here and there, and then even me visiting you while you're incarcerated. I was still happy to see my mom, but when I come out, I don't see my mom.
And even
So
within all of this, like you feeling that way, why didn't you ever tell me this? Tell You can be honest.
you said why have I?
Yeah,
You said
why
why?
didn't like we talk now. I know now. But at that time, like why you never ever like why wouldn't you ever say that to me?
Because when you were there, I was always happy. I felt like I didn't need to say it. You were there. And then when you got out, you were always there. I can talk to you on a daily basis.
Which
I
is
didn't have to hear you receiving a collect call from. There was I can call your number and you would answer the phone. So that made me feel okay. I got my mother. Even when you went to the drug program, I was still able to still see you because I can drive.
Right.
That's all. I can drive. I can come visit you when I want to come visit you. So I had my mother. I had reason to. Yeah, I didn't have a reason to. You never made me mad. We never got. We don't argue. You're my best friend.
Oh, you're my best friend too, fool.
So I never felt like I needed to tell you that because when I was a kid. I'm grown now.
Right.
So
But it did hurt you.
It did hurt me. Yes, it hurt. But as a kid growing up, and then me when you showing up being there, and because you had a couple of good Christmases,
We're not gonna talk about them pumpkin.
We're not gonna talk about them.
Nope. Cut your mouth.
I knew when Christmas came around, I was gonna have some stuff for my mother. Yeah, the big bag of gummy bears. I was gonna have some.
So basically, you're saying like you didn't want to tell me because it didn't matter to you at that time. It mattered, but at that time it just didn't matter because
it mattered as when I was a kid. Now as I got as a teenager, so you weren't there for my kid, my
growing up as a kid.
Huh?
Right, you growing up as a kid.
Yeah, you weren't there for me growing up as a kid, but you was there for me being a teenager.
Okay.
Like you were there. You was eighth. Was you around eighth grade? Yeah. I don't think you were around eighth grade. I think you were just getting out my eighth grade.
Remember, we used to sneak and see each other though.
2005.
No, I don't remember. I know we used to sneak and see each other. I had to do the
2005. Right. That was eighth grade. Then you just appeared ninth grade, and you were there for my whole senior year. I mean, my whole high school career.
That's when I was getting myself together.
High school career. And busting your ass, my senior year, you bust your ass at McDonald's. Just so that I can have a good prom, because your mother was being an a-hole. Because I didn't take the girl that she wanted me to take.
Right.
But, yeah, it left a hole in my heart, but that hole is filled. I have my mother.
Aww.
And not like having your mother. And yes, you guys, I'm a mother's boy, if y'all want to know.
You are a mama's boy.
I'm a mama's boy. I'm 32 years old, and I am a mama's boy.
You are a mama.
Something, nothing about my mother.
So I was just wondering, like, I just wanted to, see how you were growing up, because like I said, I could be honest and I could put my story out there. I wasn't a good mother at all. I could admit that. I could admit that. I was in an addiction. I had mental health, and I still have mental health issues. But one thing I did not do, I could honestly say, is I did not physically abuse you. I didn't call you names or parenting don't come with a book. I know that. Parenting don't come with a book. And I had you at 14. Like, Jesus Christ. I was a kid myself. But I know I didn't want to treat you the way that I was treated growing up.
Right. So you didn't want to treat me the way that you were treated. And I learned if I ever have a daughter, or if I ever have kids, I would not treat my kids the way I was brought up. So that's why you see me so much in RG's life, because
your dad wasn't there, or
my dad wasn't there, and my mom wasn't. My mom was there here and there. So I try to make myself present as I can in my son's life. But all I'm doing is teaching him, giving him the things that I never had. And I would never want him to bear, and never want him to have that pain that I had as a kid. That pain will mess you up.
I understand. I get that. And now, but you do have a kid now. Well,
yes.
So young love baby.
I have a 9-year-old. Yes, I do. Going on 30.
Leave my grandbaby alone now. And you're in his life. I'm in his life. And I could never make up for not being in your life.
No, you making. I have to tell you the truth. You making up for it now.
You're 32.
we hang out with each other all the time. We call each other all the time. I don't bring certain stuff because if I bring it, I feel like I ain't gonna never see you again. That's why the PlayStation still sitting here.
Negro.
You have it tomorrow, I promise. But yeah. Do I still get hurt? Yeah, but not at you though. I would say more my father. Because he was never there, and then
Well, you know why that wasn't that kind of was his fault, but not his fault.
It was kind of his fault, but it wasn't his fault. I know the situation. I know the circumstances.
Right
now, I know the circumstances, and I know the situation.
Right.
Just to know, because my mother was not in my life, that does not mean that I did not have a successful life. Because right now, I am a correctional officer. I have a 9-year-old son. I am married, a beautiful wife, and life is life. But I love my wife, and I take care of my mother just like she's my child.
But like I said, I'm not gonna use you. I don't like I know you will take care of me. I know that. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But you know me, bro. Like you know how I am. I don't like to ask anybody for help. I've never have like that. It's just not me. And that's another thing. Like my situation that I am in now. Like it's brought up to me as if I don't have anybody or have a support system or have anybody like I'm just like I guess people have stereotyped being homeless as in being these stinky people running around with no food to eat, no clothes to wear, nowhere to sleep, panhandling and all of that, and then they got that mentality in their head as if that's what homelessness is, and I'm trying to fear their train of thinking because that necessarily does not define being homeless. Homeless is not having a place of your own. You know what I mean? Like, I live in a hotel. I choose to live in this hotel. I am in this hotel not because I am addicted to drugs or not because I've done anything. I had my own apartment. I had to leave my apartment because circumstances beyond my control. But if push came to shove, I can't come stay with you. I choose not to. I don't want to be a burden on you. And I get help quicker. Not getting help. I get help, not getting help. You know what I mean?
And the reason why you can't come stay with me, if anybody wants to know the reason why you can't come stay with me, you can't come stay with me because we live too far away from your appointments.
That's number one.
And you can't have transportation. Two, is just, I know that you don't want to feel like a burden, but I can't take care of you with the job that I have. I can't take care of you.
Being back and forth. Yeah, I understand that. Listen, I am not your responsibility. You are my responsibility. We got to understand that. You're my responsibility. I take care of you. When you call me and say, Mommy, I need this, I'm supposed to get that for you, not the other way around. We got to twist it on what parenthood is or what family is. Like, yeah, family look out for each other. Yes, I call you, you damn right. You right here. Hop, skip, jump. Like you there. No questions asked. However, I don't want to live with my son and have to ask my son, can I have goddamn company? Or fucking, like, I like to be my own free person. I've always been like that. That's number one. But I wanted to like see the impact of my addiction. I was just wanted to like, show the impact of my addiction on how it has on our children. Whether
Right.
whether see, because in my head, in my addiction, like if I showed up with, or I gave you this or I gave you that when I showed up, I thought that was okay. Never realizing the empty burden that I left upon you.
Correct.
You understand?
Oh, I understand.
I know you do. That's because you're my clone. People don't understand that. They think, like I would give them this, and even not even in addiction, working all the time, just like showering your kids with gifts and doing this for them and doing that for them, and just thinking like that's just enough when it's not. Your kids want you there. That's all they want. They want us there, and sometimes they're not even going to say this. They're not going to say exactly what's on their mind because they feel as though if they do that, then we're not going to be there like that. So basically, they're just happy that we're there the time that we are, But deep down, it's like shit's really going on with them, you know.
Right.
So like at one point, that's like we was talking on another channel about the generational curses, and that's basically what this is. Well, we actually kind of stopped it because I refused to did certain things with you, although I was not the perfect parent and I did fuck up royally. Um, but you actually took that as if like, listen, that I'm not gonna do that to my kids because I know
Right.
how I felt. You know what I mean? Like somebody has to stop the curses. Somebody has to, stop. Because like I know for me, you know, Ravi them gave us everything we wanted. Anything we asked for, we got. We didn't get I love yous until we got older. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
the conditional the affection the affection that she gives us now, because like I said, my mom now is totally different from me growing up. You know what I mean? Me as a mom now is totally different than I was with you growing up.
Right.
I wasn't there as a mother. My mom wasn't there as a mother. But we got anything that we asked for, we got. And we thought that that was okay. That was just enough. I realized, like, oh, our kids are freaking hurting me. I apologize, Funkin. You know that I say that all the time.
And I accept your apology,
I
right?
know you do, baby. I know you do. But I just want to, show people like our how we feel, how we might be thinking one thing and it's like totally different. Right? So we actually sit down and talk to our children. You know, we might be just thinking some wrong stuff.
I'm pretty sure you thought that I hated you.
Nah, nah. I thought everybody else did. I think you were like the only one that like took up for me all the time.
Well, I still did.
But see, there's nothing for you to take up for now. Because like at this point, it's like I'm the go-to person. you know, no matter what. It's like I'm the one, the outcast that looks out for mostly everybody, even when I don't, even in my situation. You know.
Yeah.
But I just
And I love you for that.
oh, I love you for everything.
Oh, I know.
You ready to bring my PlayStation? I know that.
I got you tomorrow.
You do? All right. Well, I know you got to go to work tomorrow. Um, I want to tell you I love you and thank you for clarifying some things. And I'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon.
You got it. And if anybody got a problem with my mama, y'all can come see me.
They don't want no work smoke. They can't even handle me, so I know they don't want no smoke.
Sure don't. I love you, mom. See you tomorrow.
All right, baby.
All right, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss. So like I was saying, that was like the thing with the us growing up and addiction, feeling as if my kid is okay. I could do this because I'm doing this, and my kid is still okay. And we thinking that, and it's the furthest thing from the truth. Our fucking kids are hurting, yo. We hurting them. So we get this and we get that. We do this and we do that. Yeah, my kids are successful too. My sons, all of my kids are successful. I lost one of them. And that don't mean that they're not hurting. So they take a picture and they smile. So what? That don't mean they're not hurting. And at the end of the day, I got to take full responsibility that I was the cause of that. See, and that's getting down to the root of recovery, healing. Starting the healing process. Taking responsibility for the part that you played. Might not be a big part, might not be, it might be the tiniest freaking part, but you played a part. In every situation that comes in our lives, we play a part. We can't always cry victim because we play a freaking part and shit. We do. You know, I used to blame my addiction on my sister. It's crazy. My sister started my addiction. Well, my sister, I wouldn't be getting high if it wasn't for this. I wouldn't be getting high if it wasn't for that. I wouldn't be getting high if I didn't pick that shit the fuck up. Point in the discussion. Yeah, I had trauma in my life. Absolutely. But the fact that I picked it up and used it is the reason why the addiction started. Not because of the trauma. It's because I thought that was my healing. I thought that it could heal me. And it numbed me for that moment, for that very, very split second of a moment. I felt nothing. But at the end of the day, when the high goes down, drunk goes away, the problem's still gonna be there. Now you got problems on top of that problem. It's like avalanche, just going. It's a big old ball swirling down the hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We just add more problems, more problems, more problems. And people don't understand that those people who suffer from mental illness are those who are addicted. Mental illness and addiction go hand in hand. You can't say I'm an addict or I'm an alcoholic and then say I don't have mental illness. It just don't. It don't. It just don't go together. It's just like being bipolar. That's the one of the main disorders that is closely linked to mental addiction. And bipolar is basically, being manic and depressed, manic, going up and down with moods. You know, bipolar also is, excuse me, traits of being bipolar is having reckless behaviors. You want to understand that. Reckless behaviors is basically doing things that a normal average person would not do. Being promiscuous, um, being going through depression, being hyperactive. You'll never have a balance in your bipolar. You're either really, really high and all over the place, or you're really, really depressed. And when you're high and you're above life, and that's when life is great, you know, but then you crash. And one simple thing makes you crash. And then that's when our addiction comes into play. People have no understanding with that either. They think, I don't know why they think that being, oh, gosh, sorry about that. I don't know why they think that being, having a mental illness is like a plague, like it's something wrong with it. Having a mental illness and not addressing it and handling it, that makes it wrong or makes something wrong with it. I embrace everything that goes on with me. You know, my mental illness is a part of me. You know, people just like to judge and put these stereotypes on what mental illness means, or use that word and throw it around as if it's some kind of uh like it's yeah, mental illness is real. You damn right it is. It absolutely the fuck is. Mental illness is real. It comes in many, many forms. Many forms. Depression, ADHD, uh, um, personality disorder. I understand it's also low self-esteem. It's part of mental illness. Just people don't get that either. And low self-esteem is part of a mental illness. Bullying, narciss, nar, narcissism, part of mental illness. Overworking, part of a mental illness. Alter egos, definitely part of a mental illness. Definitely. And until people realize that they're not exempt from don't getting anything or doing any of those things, it's gonna, they're never gonna be able to get the help. Denial ain't only a river in Africa. You know, it's not only a river in Africa. See, because being in denial, you're never gonna if you can't admit that it's something wrong, you cannot ever get help for whatever is wrong. You're gonna always feel as though you're okay. And admitting that something is wrong, whatever it is, basically is the first step stuff. I'm admitting I'm powerless and my life is unmanageable, you know? And that don't even go that's not even for addiction. That goes for everything. Admitting that you are powerless. Powerlessness comes from powerlessness is not being weak though. If I just admit, see, I gotta admit, I am powerless. My life is unmanageable. And it is. I am powerless over situations that happen that make piss me off. And I want to freaking wring a the freaker's neck and I can't get I just want the but I gotta admit I'm powerless. I can't. See, because by me going doing all of this, like what is it gonna do? You're still gonna be the same fucking asshole. You're still gonna be the same asshole. You're not gonna change nothing. You're an asshole. It's a serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. See, in any situation, if I can't change it, I have to accept that I can't change that. So the only thing in the situation that I'm in, only thing I can change is my reaction to anything. I could change that. I could change me. That's all I could change is me. And I gotta know the difference between knowing what to change. I can't change you motherfucking assholes because y'all are assholes. Y'all always gonna be assholes. I could do this, I could do that to y'all. Man, fuck all of that. I'm good. I could snap. I'm good. See, because I realize it's people like that likes to suck out energy from other people, and they get their rocks off of that. See, they see something in somebody else that it's not that they don't like, is they see something in somebody else that they can't be like. So they try to take that. I gotta realize that. Listen, you are who you gonna be. You gotta expect a dog to bark, a cat to meow, a cow to moo, and you gotta expect the asshole to be an asshole. Point blank. Because yeah, I gotta accept the things I cannot change, which is you assholes. I gotta change the things I can, which is my reaction to you assholes, and the wisdom to know the difference. See, the difference is I know. Listen, I gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Now, I'm not saying that I gotta sit down and lie down and just take all of the shit you assholes is trying to throw, but I gotta know when, where, and how. Going back to my son, he could have took whatever going on in his life and kept going with it with the curse thing and kept going on and it just then my grandson would have probably been doing the same thing and then it could have just kept going on and my great grandchildren it could have just kept going. So you got to accept the things you cannot change. He can't change his past. He can't change what I did to him, but he can change the reaction to it. Mommy, I'm not gonna be like you. Good. I want you to be better than me. See, and then it's like back in the day, and I'm not even gonna say back in the day because I ain't that damn old, you know. But I could honestly say with this changing thing, I've changed a lot, right? Because it would have been a time where this conversation probably wouldn't even be happening the way it's happening, you know? You see, that's what step two comes in, came to the belief that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. See, all I gotta do is like let go and let God. So let go, let God. I'm good. God gonna handle this. Because if I handle it, bitch, I'm going to jail. Going straight to jail. And I'm not, don't get it fucked up. I ain't scared of jail. I've been there plenty of times. But see, I try to do something different in my life, right? I came here to help people. I came here because I wanted to make a difference. Actually, I came here because I admire what Marcus was doing with the freaking Atlanta Street interviews and interviewing the homeless and the mental health. And I admired that. That's why I came here watching him. Then I see all this bullshit going on. But then there was only one panel that actually let me think, feel, say exactly what I want. No judgment. Didn't turn me away or none of that. That's what folks I like to be around. So I don't want to be around no yes men. You say what I say, you think what I think what you, like I don't want to be around no yes men. I want to be around people that I don't think that's right. But we could agree to disagree. Well, I want to do it. See, but motherfuckers like that bullshit. But anyway, obviously, like I said, if I didn't go through these steps, this shit wouldn't have been going down the way it is. Sometimes I don't even like it. I want to fucking find motherfuckers and fucking ugh. Y'all got me fucked up. I don't know if y'all what y'all thinking. Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all think because I got cancer, I've got one foot in the fucking grave. Oh, fucking got me fucked up for real, for real. Y'all totally do. Listen. I'm not going nowhere no fucking time soon. I got work to do here. I was sitting down. God sent me on this earth to do a fucking. I got a purpose, and I'm not leaving until it's done. When it's time for me to go, he'll say, "Well done," and I'm out. But until then, you motherfuckers ain't putting no expiration date on me. My health isn't deteriorating. I don't got hours left to live. None of that shit. Then y'all get mad when the motherfuckers say that shit to y'all. Fuck out of here. Anyhow, moving right the fuck along. I'll kiss my ass with that bullshit. Um, see, because like I was saying, like I found myself. People don't understand also when I find myself backing back into certain behaviors that I did before, like when a fucking fight. 'Cause I'm not the type where I don't like to talk. I don't talk. Talking that fuck all that. This back and forth shit. Fuck all that. Just come see me. That's how I did it. Just come see me. And because of the fact that you motherfuckers are so fucking far away, y'all can't come see me. Kind of pisses you the fuck off. So therefore, you're not even worth my fucking time, day of crap. Because just believe you came to see me, telling you this shit ain't sweet. What? You're not worth my time. You're not worth that shit. For real, for real. You're not worth it. Because I realize it's the mental health. It's your mental. It's your fucking mental. It's something in your fucking brain that's off. It's off. And you like to use your defense mechanisms, like, it's not me. I'm not like that. I'm not going to be like that. I never was like that. I'm not like that. That's not me. But it is you. It's all you. Because it starts and it ends with you. No matter whatever fucking happens in your life, it starts and ends with you. You. Think about it. Every motherfucking body can't be like, it's the fuck. Like, like, one thing I noticed that we growing up, because I was really growing up. So I learned how to fight. When I learned how to fight, that's the only thing I didn't learn how to fight. I was bullied until I realized that I can't fight. And when I grabbed that big bitch, knocked her upside the fucking head, the bitch hit the floor and ran home. And then we had to go. Well, I came over to my mom's house telling. Then I realized how her parents act toward her, and the reason why she came to school bullying people because she needed to feel like she was mighty because whatever was going on in her life made her feel weak. So she had to make herself feel good about herself. And that was the way that she made herself feel good was fucking with other people. Until the little motherfucker snapped back. Then she's gonna go get her mom and dad. She hit me, she hit me. Think about that. Think about that. I'm just saying. Mental illness is real. Like I said, I can embrace my shit, take my medication, do all that. You should be lucky I did. Really should be. Anyway, back to addiction. Till we change our way of thinking and change the things that we were doing to even start the addiction, and we got to change the root and the trauma of our addiction, we are going to relapse. I don't give a fuck what you say, right? You're gonna relapse. A person in addiction who always who still had everything that I never that's the main person gonna relapse. Motherfucker, I still got this and I ain't never do this and I've never and I ain't never you gonna do it. You gonna relapse because you think you didn't actually hit bottom yet. You ain't hit your bottom yet. Because you still got everything. You ain't hit the bottom yet. And when you do relapse, it's gonna fuck hit you and it's gonna be worse. And all your I nevers gonna come true. I pray you don't hit the bottom. Because if you ever do, God forgive me, I'll be sitting right there fucking laughing. That's the fuck you get. But I wouldn't wish this on nobody. But when you do, I would laugh. Laugh right at your ass. Miss, I never. So, you don't realize you gotta be kind hearted with this. It's for the grace of God. That's you. That used to be you. You have an addiction, and that whatever. How it's not even the It's not the addiction, it's how you felt in your addiction. So if you felt like shit in your addiction and you got out of it, God bless you. However, don't still remember how the fucking next person who's still in it, how they felt or how they feel. Try to help them. But no, people like to do is they want to taunt motherfuckers. How do you say mental illness is real, right? And then say you're trying to help the mental ill, but then traumatize them with your shit. Torn it. Keep fucking with them. That shit don't make sense. Please make it make sense. How does that work? How? So you got fucked up. I don't use my disability for nothing. Best believe I'm gonna go fucking get it. I want it. I'm gonna get it. If I can't get it, it wasn't meant for me. But the fact that a motherfucker try to come out of ditch because of it, that's the problem that I have. But I don't use it against them to fucking, oh, I got a disability. No, the fuck, I don't. And if you think or say I do, you wrong. Because anybody that fucking know me, I tell you, you dead lying, you lying. Now, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna let you talk shit to me. I'm gonna snap back. But I guess you think, oh, because I have a disability, I'm not supposed to snap back. Or I'm not supposed to say anything because, oh, I'm sick. So I can't say what the fuck I would have said. Got me chopped and screwed. Wrongbitch.com. That ain't never been me. Ever. Since I was younger, that's never been me. I've always been the type I'm gonna say what I mean what I say, and that's it. Now I can see I might can see your point. I could agree with your point because some of your points might have valid points. Your point might have valid points. You see, that's where the debate comes in. Oh, being a good debater. You get in front of this, go to court. You got the prosecutor, the defense. The prosecutor says this is what's going on, and da 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 da. Yeah, he got good points, and we can't change them points because it's written. But the defense might say, "Well, look, I got good points too." The prosecutor can't say them points are wrong because it's written. But they might could find something else that proves their point. They're both right and they're both wrong. They're both right and they're both wrong, but they're both right. That probably went over some motherfucking body's head. Probably the one that person that says, like, I'm always right. I mean, I can sit here and talk all day, but unfortunately, I have appointments tomorrow. So I gotta go to sleep. It was nice talking to you guys. Click, like, subscribe. If you don't, it's still good. I'll still do what God sent me to do. God bless you all. Have a good night. Love y'all. But I gotta get up to my appointment and I get to see my babies tomorrow. Deuces. But I do have a surprise for y'all coming. Cause I got a surprise for y'all coming. See, cause I do a lot of things. Like I said, I'm not dying. I mean, I'm like deep, but I ain't dead. And like I said, I ain't going nowhere no time soon. But I've been working on some things. Been working on it though, I've always done it, but now I see some. I see. I want to try to get some things out there, but I've been doing it since I was about 10, so I want to try to do something different. And every now and then, I might surprise y'all, but hopefully by next week it'll be done. So I'm surprised y'all with some shit. And like I said, I gotta go to bed. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all are in my prayers. Good night.